once you take care of your physical, the mental comes, the emotional comes, and the career comes, and then money, finance, everything just comes. It's just the way shit works.
So do you ever envy those so-called hashtag couples goals?
Well, when you first fall in love with someone, you get butterflies every time you see them.
You lust them.
You're infatuated with them.
You want to be with them all the time, like best friends.
Do you want that to last forever?
Together, let's discover what it takes to say a massive yes to all the above through our topical discussions, our world-renowned guests that will help guide the way to a happier, sexier, and fun-loving relationship.
We're not doctors or therapists. We are just two normal individuals who have had many ups and downs in our 23-year relationship.
And counting.
We've amassed our own wisdom over the years, but we're still learning, just like you.
Nina and I believe you can have it all and still live your best lives, as long as you're willingly and consistently discover each other in new ways. And that right there is what the show is all about.
We're Nina.
And Roger.
And this is
the Head Over Heels Show. Yeah, baby.
Well, hello and welcome to Head Over Heels Show, everybody. Today, we have a solo episode. Woohoo! No husband in sight. Today we have a solo episode because, you ready? I'm here to answer the billion-dollar question, everybody. And that is, how did you lose 80 pounds in 3 months? That's right. I get that question asked all the time. Because, to be honest, it's almost unbelievable to do it in a healthy way and, and look and feel good after that. So I am here today to share with you guys my secrets. And what better time to do it than January? Everybody always wants to look good and feel good and lose weight and stop drinking, stop smoking, stop doing whatever they do in January to get healthy. So I thought this would be very appropriate to talk about this subject right now because I know it's going to help tons of you that are trying to, shed a few pounds or just get in a healthy body in general. Without further ado, let me start sharing my secrets. This is what I did, you guys. All of you, most of you know that I have 2 babies and I had them back to back. Unfortunately, I didn't get the twins, but which I hoped for really, really badly. I wanted twins, but didn't work out. So I got my babies a year apart. And during that time, I gained 80 pounds. Actually, I lied. I gained 78 pounds. I was 135 right before I got pregnant. And the day before my birth, my first child's birth, my doctor weighed me and I was 213 pounds. Even now, saying the number, it's sending chills throughout my body, you guys, because I was always like fit and skinny and I took care of my body. I took care of myself. But I always also knew once I got pregnant, I am going to eat the entire freaking world. I didn't care. I wanted to eat anything I liked. So, and I thought, you know what? It's my birthright. It's the only time I can eat anything I want without feeling guilty. So I purged. I went to town, every kind of food, not going to lie. But that left me with, obviously 80 pounds of weight that I had to get rid of. But knowing that after my first child, I was like, I'm just going to take it easy, lose as much as I can. And then as soon as I get pregnant, as soon as I have my second child, I'll lose it all. That was always my goal. So I gave myself a goal to have these babies back to back. And then I was going to take care of myself after that. What I did was a few things. I set myself up for success. I'm not going to lie. I did. My husband at the time had just gotten to real estate business. He was working 16, 17-hour days sometimes. I was still working from home doing hair part-time at a salon built in my basement. So I was doing hair while my kids were napping. So for the first 6 weeks after having my son, I couldn't work out because I had a C-section and I had to wait it out. And I also wanted to have breast implants. After having 2 babies, the sagginess, the fullness of the boobs were gone. And I knew at that time I was 31. I'm like, I'm not gonna live my life like this. I want to be a mom, but I still want to look good for myself, because I always knew looking good, feeling good, you create goodness in your life. And I wanted to continue that mantra throughout my entire life. So long story short, I booked an appointment with my doctor, and he said to me, sure enough, he said to me, come back to me when you lose all the 80 pounds. Then we can talk. I'm not going to touch you at all until you lose all that weight, because there's no point of getting breast implants and then losing the weight. So did that. I had my son July 1st, and then my appointment with my doctor was October 15th, just over 3 months. I went to see him. He was blown away. He couldn't believe I had lost all that weight. And he was like, what's your secret? What'd you do? I'm like, well, wouldn't you want to know? I did a few things. I gave myself a goal that I was going to lose all that 80 pounds in 3 months. That was my number one. Number two, I looked around and said, okay, it's going to be almost impossible to go to the gym with my schedule. 2 babies in my hands, taking care of my part-time business at home, finishing up my real estate license. Also, I was doing that, and helping my husband behind the scene with his new business, and try and eat healthy and work out. And it was just almost impossible. So I thought to myself, my kids wake up sometimes 2 to 3 times at night. And the last time they wake up is around 5 o'clock. If I don't go to sleep after that, if I get to the gym and work out for a couple of hours, I'll come home on time before they wake up. They usually wake up around 8 o'clock. Before they wake up, I'll take care of them. I'll take care of my husband before he goes to work for 9 o'clock. It'll be perfect. And I might be able to nap while they're napping. So I tried it for a couple of days, and it worked. I was like, yes, it's working. I'd wake up at 5 o'clock, feed my baby, and I would go straight to the gym and come back right before 8 o'clock. And they would be just waking up. I would take care of them, take care of my man. And then when they would go to sleep for the first nap, then I would take a half an hour nap. And then what I also did was, during the 6 weeks that I was at home not working out, I wanted to lose all the weight. But at the time, we didn't have the social media. We didn't have the access to the phone, to everything that's out there as easily as it is now. So I went into something called Jenny Craig. It was the to lose weight system that they had. And what it was they would give you meals, smaller portion of healthy meals that you eat throughout the day, and you'd lose weight. A lot of that food wasn't healthy, to be honest. It was full of oil, and had I know they had vegetables and rice and chicken and beef, like a lot of protein and vegetables and carbs, but it wasn't as fresh and as healthy, and I'm all about fresh and healthy. So I did it for 2 weeks, lost shitload of weight, and I was like, wow, this is working. I start making my own meals. So I start making 3 to 5 meals a day. There were smaller portion of just protein and vegetables and a little bit of rice or quinoa. And I start losing weight. And I lost about 30 pounds for those 6 weeks I was at home. So I only had about 50 pounds to go. Start the gym. Sure enough, the weight started coming off, because I would do 30-minute cardio, an hour of light weight, and I would rush home and I would make my meals, eat the food, and sometimes even go on a stroller ride with my kids while they would nap. And they had a double stroller, so I would run or jog with them in the morning. It was incredible, you guys. I kept so busy. I was never bored, to the point that my family and friends would tell me, how the fuck are you doing this? 2 babies in your arms, studying for real estate, working with clients, taking care of your man, your house always clean. I mean, how do you do it? I'm like, I don't know, but I have so much energy. I have so many goals, and I have so many ambitions that I want to just achieve them. So I was go constantly. And I didn't think how, I just did it. And looking back, those 3 years were incredible, you guys. I bonded with my kids. I made healthy meals for them and for me and my husband. I just did everything that was good for me. And Once you take care of your physical, the mental comes, the emotional comes, and the career comes, and then money, finance, everything just comes. It's just the way shit works. It's unfortunate that I see so many people these days that they make their career and their finances their number one, and they let their health go and suffer. And then before you know it, they have all this disease, that disease. It's insane. I mean, look at, what's his name? The Apple, Steve Jobs. He is one of the greatest humans that ever was born. He created this beautiful technology that we all love now. But he was so into his career and into his business, into his work, and he had cancer, died 54. All those billions of dollars did not save his health, did not give him what he needed. And I remember reading an article that someone had asked him on his deathbed, what is it? What do you regret, or what do you wish you had more of? And he says, what I regret was putting all my life and my energy into my career, my work. I wish I had spent more time with my family. And it is so true. Once you take care of yourself, you take care of everything else. The physical is so important, you guys. It's not just about vanity. Yeah, I want to lose weight so I can have my breast implants, so that I can look good for me. But that brought in way more into my life than just that. Made me happy made my children happy. My kids are the happiest kids on earth. They're 16 and 17 now, but they're the kindest, the happiest. There's never been, they say your kids when they're toddlers, they're just going to be terrible. Oh, never experienced that. When they're preteens, they're going to be rebelling. They're going to be this. They're going to talk back. They're going to have attitude. Never had that. My kids have been amazing in every aspect of life. Yeah, they're teenagers. They have their ups and downs, but that's okay. I work on myself and my physical and my mental so much that I don't let anything affect me. And I show that to them and they see it. So in turn, that energy goes into my children and to my husband and to my family. So taking care of yourself is the most important thing you'll ever do. The most selfless act you'll ever do. It's just the way of life. Because if you're physical, you don't feel good physically, you're going to feel shitty mentally, and you're going to feel in every aspect of your life, things going to go downhill. It's just the way it is. When you feel good, your energy, your vibrations are this up, this high. And when they're this high, everything comes to you easily. Like, look, I was working out, taking care of myself. My kids were happy. My clients were happy. I did my real estate. My husband was happy. Our careers started picking up. We're doing the first year in the business. My husband and I did like crazy, and it kept going up and up and up. That was because I took care of my physical, my mental, my inside, and that was projecting that onto my family. You really want it bad. You have to have it in your mind, in your heart. You have to want it bad. One of the things I did to just get me motivated was I took a photo of myself when I was in a bikini on my honeymoon, and I plastered it on my fridge. Every morning I'd get up, I'd look at it when I'd make my shake before I go to the gym. I'd look at it, I'm like, I'm getting you back. That body's going to be mine very soon. Like I was always affirming it, saying it out loud, looking at myself, looking at my body, how I want it to be. And that's what I got in 3 months. And that's what I got with my kids, the amazing kids. I'm raising amazing humans. My business explored. My relationship with my husband is amazing. It's always been amazing. And that's all because of that. So if you want to lose weight, don't just do it just to lose weight. Do it for you. Do it for your longevity, for your health. You want to be here for your kids. You want to be here for your family for a long time. It's not just about the pounds, losing the pounds. And because you can do all of that. But also know it's for your longevity. It's for peace of mind. It's for the people that you love the most, because they're going to see that. You're going to project that onto them. They're going to live the same way. My kids are 16, 17. They have 2 gym memberships. They work out with us and they work out with their friends on their own. That didn't just happen. They saw that all their life. They saw how my husband and I worked out all the time, took care of ourselves mentally, physically, emotionally. So that's all they've seen. They're doing the same thing. You know, you worry, you're like, oh, I wish my kid would do better. My teenager would do better. My adult children would do better for their life. Well, if they're not seeing better, they're not going to do better. You just have to be good for yourself in order to project that onto others. So at the end of the day, you guys, it's not just about losing weight. It's about feeling good, looking good, projecting that goodness onto the people that you love. That's a secret. That's a secret. And with today's technology, everything is in the palm of your hand. You want to lose weight, you can find all the information how to do it on that. You want to feel good about yourself, you can find information from books, podcast. I mean, Instagram and TikTok are full of it. YouTube, everything is on the palm of your hands and it's free. Educate yourself how you can do it. Figure out what's best for you. Gym might not be for you. Go for a walk. Go play tennis. Go for a swim. Go walk in the mall if it's cold outside. If you're a mother with a double stroller like I was and it's fucking middle of the winter and you can't go for a walk, get in the car, get in the bus, get anywhere, go to the mall. It's warm. Go for a 2-hour walk with your babies. Do whatever it takes to get yourself into shape, and your mind and your body and everything will follow. That's all. On that note, I wish you what I have, and I wish you could do all this for yourself. And if you have any questions, DM me on Instagram, on TikTok. All my information is here. Comment here in this video. Tell me what you want, what your needs are, and I'll help you as much as I can. But honestly, everything is in the palm of your hands. Just take care of yourself. I love you. If you enjoyed this episode of the podcast, please hit subscribe and give us a 5-star rating on whichever platform you're tuning in from.
It means the world to us to have your support on our show in this little mini way.
You can also stalk us on Instagram and Head Over Heels Show for more juicy stuff.
If you have any questions, send them via email at us@hohshow.com or DM us on socials.
Thank you for having us between your ears. And as always, we wish you what we have.